A Walmart worker told police she was only frustrated after a rough overnight shift. But within minutes, officers were no longer dealing with a simple workplace argument. They were trying to understand whether a comment made out of anger had crossed the line into a real threat.
So what's going on today?
Nothing. I was irritated.
What were you irritated about?
Denver 203, you can clear.
Because they ripped me up for being nailed yesterday.
They did what?
Because I was being nailed yesterday.
Okay. What did they do about that?
Brought me up for it.
Brought you up?
Yes.
Did they fire you?
No.
No? Okay. So what's the reason that you think the police have been called here today?
I don't know. Because I haven't done anything. I just said it for frustration because I'm irritated.
What did you say to them? That
I didn't say anything to anybody.
okay, so they're saying that you threatened
I wasn't
to shoot
threatening.
people.
No, I wasn't threatened for that at all.
At first, she denies saying anything serious. She says she was irritated, but insists she did not threaten anyone. The officers keep pressing because employees inside the store reported something much more specific.
What did you say that maybe they misunderstood about?
Because they don't understand me one bit. Because they even thought I was, because I was sick yesterday, and they wouldn't let me go home at all.
Okay. It's hard to be at work when you don't feel
Yes.
Yeah, request Denver 201 or 203, what do you need?
well. Were you supposed to work today?
I was working last night, yes.
Okay, you work like the graveyard shift?
I'm on my way, I'll be there in just a minute.
Okay,
And I'll
and so,
have this shut down.
what time were you supposed to get off?
7.
7. What time is it? 7:50? Okay. What made you decide to stay in your car?
I was smoking a cigarette because I don't smoke and drive.
Okay.
And I don't drive when I'm irritated.
Though so far, the story sounds like a frustrated employee sitting in her car after work. But then the officer asks about what she may have said when she was angry, and this is where the entire call starts to change.
So, you're kind of telling her disgruntled, didn't say anything. Are we sure we didn't say anything to anyone about
No.
how pissed off you were, nothing like that?
Yes, I was pissed off, but
Okay.
I wasn't saying that. I was saying out of frustration
Saying what?
about with the gun and everything.
What did you say about it?
Popping off, but I was trying to how I feel without me doing with the threat. You see.
That answer matters. She is not simply saying she yelled or complained. She admits there was talk involving a gun, while still trying to explain it as a way of venting frustration. For police, that is a very different situation.
Okay.
Fine with me being frustrated.
So if I understand correctly, you're saying if you believe that if you vent out your frustration, it'll keep you from actually doing the action.
Right.
The officers now have to look at the full picture. A workplace conflict, a statement involving a firearm, and a person still sitting outside the store after her shift ended. And then she reveals the detail that makes the call much more serious.
I have no drugs on the car. All I have is that Glock for safety. That's about it.
Okay. Just the one?
Just that one.
Okay.
And yes, it was loaded just for that reason.
She says the gun is for safety because she works overnight. But from the officer's point of view, the reason for the gun is not the only issue. The issue is that a loaded firearm is nearby after a reported threat at the same workplace.
I don't know if you guys want to make this a mental health thing or a threats, but she definitely told the employee because she's been disciplined.
Yeah, well, apparently there is a gun in the car.
Yeah.
So that's threatening a violent act with the means to do it. So it's a
Sounds
felony.
good. So we're looking more at witness statement.
Now, officers have to decide whether this is mainly a mental health concern, a workplace dispute, or a threat investigation. And the loaded gun makes it much harder for them to treat the comment as harmless.
Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am.
So I lost my job then. Can I at least hand him my badge and my discount card?
Just relax a minute, okay? I'm going to talk to my supervisor.
Alright, she's going to be searching you. So is there anything on who's going to poke, sticker, nothing like that?
No, my box knife is in my car.
Okay. No sharp needle?
As the officers continue, the seriousness of the situation starts to hit her. She asks if she has lost her job, but police are focused on something bigger than employment. They need to secure the scene, confirm what was said, and find out whether there is a specific victim.
All right. Do you have any weapons anywhere else?
No, I don't. Okay, can I be walked somewhere else? I have anxiety like really bad.
And then I have the box for the pistol as well. Grab that too. What?
Well, it's either standing with handcuffs on or sitting in my car for with handcuffs on, which is very...
No, I mean, around the car, please. I don't want to pop up on the arm, but...
Then one officer decides to be direct with her. He explains why the phrase, "I wasn't really going to do it," does not end the concern for police.
So do we kind of understand kind of the problem that happened today? Are you still confused on that? Like what?
No! I was frustrated. I can't say what I need to say to pay out frustration.
Well,
Not
when
the
it...
cops.
Well, listen. You can to an extent. But when you threaten...
I didn't mean it.
Listen. It doesn't matter. It's the same as if somebody goes in and like threatens a school or something, says, I wasn't actually going to do it. Especially when you have the ability to carry out the act, when you actually have a gun in your car.
Yeah, I wasn't going to really do it.
Doesn't matter. We can't operate that way. We can't operate that way. Because if we leave you here and then you go in, guess who?
I wasn't going to do it.
Doesn't matter.
You're an adult.
I was going to leave.
No, it doesn't matter. You're an adult. The words you say matter. Words matter. And when you threaten someone, it is not an empty statement that just kind of goes
For me,
out
it's
the
an
window.
empty statement.
Well, that's you.
That's not how
the
we
rest
work.
of the world does not work that way. So, have a seat.
Sit down.
It's kind of hard for me to sit down.
You go on the other side. Yeah, I don't think they were going to hire you back anyway, hon. You threaten your boss and other
I wasn't really
employees.
threatening.
This is the core of the entire case. She sees the words as frustration. Officers see the words as a possible threat, especially because she had the ability to carry it out. They cannot know what someone truly intends. They can only respond to what was said, what witnesses heard, and what they find at the scene.
So, basically, she has a gun in the car. Okay. So we've got, threatening a violent act with the means to carry through.
Fair enough, yes.
So, in my opinion, that's 15.
How did she, what did she say? Or did she say it to them, or did she email, or what?
She said it to them. She got disciplined for, I guess, talking back.
Okay.
And said something about popping it off or something like that. Edge is working on witness statements, so we know exactly what was said.
Okay.
Okay.
That's for your report.
Okay.
It's a Glock 44 22 caliber.
44?
Yeah, it's 20. But the pistol itself was right in the, what do you call it? In the side pocket.
Back pocket?
Yeah, it was chamber loaded, everything.
Cool.
That's insane. Why would you say something like
Did
that
you say
in today's
it's a-
world? Unless you were going to actually carry it out.
It's a 22.
What did you say?
Okay.
Said she was going to shoot the place up. Model 44. What, by
Okay,
I
so
guess so. Yeah.
chamber and magazine loaded.
At this point, the firearm is no longer just a background detail. Officers are discussing the exact type of gun, where it was found, and whether it was loaded. That information gives the threat report a different weight.
And I guess she said, I'm going to...
This was in the trunk hatch bag.
And then
I don't know what the gun was.
Yeah, we're going to leave the doors
gun
open,
was
let
in the
everybody
side
come and
of the
go,
door
but somebody's
pocket.
out in their car,
Driver's side door
and they got a f***ing gun out there.
Right,
That's
or
apparently...
grabbable.
But her version is only one side of the story. Inside Walmart, officers speak with witnesses to find out exactly what happened before police were called.
Meanwhile, inside the store, another officer gets a chance to talk to a few witnesses.
I have such an eventful therapy to talk about.
Okay, guys, how are you doing?
Better,
She just doesn't look like the person who would walk in and say, I'm going to kill everybody. Hey,
She's just a very angry person.
angry person.
Yeah.
She was the loudest in the store, I would say.
Now, what did she say to you?
Like all together, is that
Yeah.
what happened? Well, she came walking up saying how she was all angry to drive and everything.
Too angry to drive?
Yeah. She was sitting in her car first while we were sitting at the
Right.
Starbucks area. And she was saying what she always says. She always has a problem with our manager coming on to her because she yells at him and he coaches her for it.
Right.
And usually I'm just like, yeah, that sucks.
Right.
But I'm just grumpy, you know, like it's been
Right.
it's like cooking from here, and every day she yells, and every day she gets in trouble for it, and it's just
Okay.
And I was like, girl, you gotta deal with your problems over there. You gotta find something else, like therapy. All of us have anger issues. All of us have issues. You have to find another way to deal with it than yelling at your boss. You just can't.
The witness explains that this was not the first time there had been conflict at work. According to the witness, others had tried to tell her that yelling at managers was not solving anything. And then the statement they reported to police is finally
And that's
repeated.
when she just said that she either yells at people or she would shoot them.
Okay.
She would yell at them or she would shoot them.
And did she the one to tell you she had two guns? Who did she tell she had two guns in the car?
I previous got a ride from her, so I knew she had a gun in her glove box, I believe.
Okay.
And she gave me rides several times, so I've seen it at least 5 times.
Okay. Put that in your report.
He told me that after when she walked away, and that's when I was like, I need to go tell about it.
Okay. Okay. And how did she word it again? How did she word the...
I had to yell at him or I would shoot him.
Okay.
That statement gives officers a clearer reason for the call. The witness says the comment was connected to a specific person, not just random anger in the
So
air.
she didn't say anything about shooting customers.
No.
She specifically said, talk about him. All right, got it.
He really. And that's.
Which one's
I don't know if he's still here. He has the button-up shirt on.
is still here? Yeah, I'm going to need a statement from him because it sounds like he's going to be my real victim. I'm going to need
Now, officers understand who the possible victim is, and they need a statement from that person. The investigation is no longer based only on what Adrienne says she meant. It is now based on what coworkers say
This
they heard.
young lady in here tried to explain to her, you're going about this all wrong. Yelling at the managers is not working. And she said, well, it's
We're
either...
doing any enforcement action anymore, are we?
It said it's either yell at him or shoot him. And I guess she has a problem yelling. They consider her probably we're going to fire her. But that hadn't happened yet.
Okay.
But they considered her disruptive. She yelled at her bosses. She yelled at other employees. And so they almost on a daily basis had to sit down with her and say, you need to calm down. This isn't working. So I guess she wasn't leaving. She was just sitting out there. And the other employees said, hey, what are you doing here? What's wrong? I can't take it anymore. I don't like I don't like them yelling at these people. You yelling at your bosses, they tried to tell her, you yelling is not working. You need to find another outlet. And that's when she said, it's either yell at him or shoot him. So, I'll let you read it. And they knew she had guns because they'd gotten rides with her before. And they had guns. So they knew she had guns. So.
With the witness statements coming together, officers returned to Adrienne. She still believes people misunderstood her. But police now have to explain what could happen to the firearm and what could happen if the victim wants to press charges.
Yeah. Do I get that back when I get out?
Yes, but it's not going to be an immediate.
Okay,
So,
it's going to be a little while.
It's going to be a little while. So
Okay. Like I said, it's never been shot.
Yeah,
Except
so-
for,
Did you buy it new?
Targets.
Did you buy it new?
It was my sister's.
Okay. Yeah.
But
So
she sold it to me directly.
Okay. Yeah. So
I have paperwork for it.
That's fine. So you live in Oklahoma. We're good with that. It will need to be test fired.
Okay.
Want to make sure
it hasn't been cleaned in a little while.
It's fine. They'll test fire it, make sure everything's good, make sure it's a safe gun, and then they're going to do a background check on you to make sure that you're going to be able to have the gun, same as you would if you would have gone to a gun store.
Right. Like I said, it's.
And then, well, listen, let me finish. I'm almost done. And then after that, it depends whether or not the people here at Walmart or whoever it was that's the victim in this wants to press charges. If they want to press charges on you for threatening a violent act, the gun will be held until after all the court stuff is done.
Okay.
Okay?
Even after hearing that, she continues to frame the comment as frustration. But the officer keeps bringing the conversation back to the same point when anger turns into words about violence. Especially with a gun nearby, everyone else has to treat it seriously.
Like I said, people don't understand me one string bit. I just did it out of frustration.
Yeah, ma'am, you can't do that.
That's
So
how
it's
express myself.
Well, you need to find another way to express yourself,
that's the problem. I can't.
well, then you might need to go talk to somebody, because the people that express stuff like that have extreme, usually anger issues.
That's what I have.
Well, and listen, and those people, as you put it, pop off and do stuff like shoot people in a parking lot.
Yeah, I'm
Because,
not that kind of person.
well, but
though.
listen, the jump it takes between getting upset and verbally saying, I'm going to do damage with this firearm, and actually doing that firearm is much closer than people who don't say anything and just leave or just yell nonsense and then leave. When you make a very tangible threat and then you have the capability of doing that because you do have a gun.
Right, I wasn't gonna really do it though.
But nobody can know that for sure except you, right?
Right.
So everyone else that is involved believes you can't, right?
The officer then explains the part that matters most. Nobody else can know for sure what she truly intended. So when a person makes a specific violent statement and also has the capability to act on it, police cannot simply walk away and hope it was only frustration.
My mother, but I'm not gonna really do it.
But your mother's not here. Your mother's not the one you're talking to. So I would highly recommend, when all this is said and done, if this is an ongoing issue, how old are you right now?
36.
You're 36.
Yeah, it's
So-
not ongoing for me.
So listen, if you're 36 and having difficulty with this, you need to go talk to a therapist or a psychiatrist to figure out another method of releasing this anger. And there's nothing wrong with going to talk to somebody about anger issues. A lot of people should be doing that. But you need to do it because it got you today in a whole bunch of trouble.
Well, a lot of people do it without anger.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't have the gun.
I know, but I wasn't gonna do it though.
But do you understand where we're
Yes.
at? Okay, so.
By the end of the encounter, officers did not treat the statement as harmless venting. According to the transcript, Adrienne was taken to jail and booked for threatening a violent act. This case shows how quickly a workplace argument can become a police investigation. To one person, the words may feel like anger, but to the people who heard them, and to the officers who found a loaded gun nearby, those words were something they could not ignore. When a threat is reported and a loaded gun is nearby, police do not get to guess what someone meant. They have to respond to what everyone else could see and hear.